A pleasant day to each and every one. For today's lesson, we will tackle about Rosemary Rizzo Parr's theory of human becoming. The discussion flow as we will meet the happenings between the theory's life and theory's concept, show the function and concept that apply to the theory, define the three abiding themes in this theory, identifying the theory in this view of meta-paradigm, the application of human becoming to nursing, and introduce the symbols of human becoming theory. To commence, this is the life story of Rosemary Rizzo Parrs. Rosemary Rizzo was a native of Pennsylvania, United States, and spent most of her young life in Castle Shannon. She went on to graduate from St. Francis Academy in 1956 before enrolling at Duquesne University. She went on to receive her Bachelor of Science in Nursing from Duquesne in 1960 before moving on to the University of Pittsburgh and completing her Master's in Nursing in 1961. And her doctorate in nursing and higher education in 1969, she began her teaching career at the University of while finishing her PhD before accepting a position at Duquesne in 1966. She served as Dean of the School of Nursing at Duquesne from 1977 to 1979 for just 2 years, and left the university in 1983 to serve as the professor and the coordinator of the Center for Nursing Research at Hunter College of the City University of New York. She remained at Hunter College until she accepted a position as the Niehoff Chair at Loyola University, Chicago Niehoff School of Nursing in 1993. In 2006, she left Loyola and has served as a consultant and visiting scholar at New York University College of Nursing. Dr. Parrs made considerable contribution to the field of nursing, most significantly her theory of man living, which she renamed the human becoming theory in 1990. Her theory is internationally known through her 9 books and over 100 articles, as well as the many other works based upon her theory published by other scholars. She has presented her theory all over the world and had her books translated into several different languages. Theory description. Rosemary Rizzo Parrs created the human becoming theory, which guides nurses to focus on quality of life from each person's perspective as the goal of nursing. It presents an alternative to most of the other theories of nursing, which take a biomedical or biopsychosocial spiritual approach. It's the ability to put the nurse to understand how patient experiences things through their senses. It comes from their personal point of view. And overall, comes from the personal perspective, how the individual see the world. This theory was first published in 1981 as the Man Living Health Theory, and in 1992 the name was changed to the Human Becoming Theory. It was developed as a human science nursing theory, a grand theory that focuses on life and human dignity. The description of human becoming theory relies onto the combination of biological, psychological, sociological, and spiritual factors, and states that the person is a unitary being in continuous interaction with his or her environment. It is centered around three themes: meaning, rhythmicity, and transcendence. The theme of meaning says that human becoming is choosing personal meaning in situation, and that the person's reality is given meaning through experiences he or she lives in the environment. To give a meaning by analyzing and developing what was, is, and will be the patient around our environment through her life experiences. Rhythmicity explained that human becoming is co-creating rhythmical patterns of relating with the universe, and that the person in the environment co-create and rhythmical patterns. It is to co-create images about yourself, valuing their oneself, and how to give word, give an action as to languaging their perceptions. And lastly, the assumption of transcendence. Transcendence says that human becoming refers to reaching beyond the limits a person sets, and that the person is constantly transforming him or her. It is to put force with pushing or resisting with unlimited possibilities of powering themselves as a person or as a patient.
Rosemary Rizzo parsed human becoming theory in view of meta-paradigm. Nursing is described as a human science and art that uses an abstract body of knowledge to help and serve people. Person. The nursing model defines the person, referred to as man throughout the theory, as an open being who is more than and different from the sum of the parts. Health is the open process of being and becoming and involves the synthesis of values. Environment is the inseparable from the person as well as complementary to evolving with the person. Parse theory includes a symbol with three elements. The black and white colors represents the opposite paradox significant to ontology of human becoming, while green represents hope. The joining in the center of the symbol represent the co-created mutual human universe process at the ontological level and the nurse-patient process. The green and black swirls intertwining represent the human universe co-creation as an ongoing process of becoming. Major concepts and definitions. Structuring. It is the way individuals see the world, how they visualize their reality. They create this reality with others, and they show their reality in the ways they speak and remain silent, and in the ways they move and stay still. Imaging is the person's view of reality. It is the personal interpretation of meaning, possibility, and consequences of the phenomenon. Valuing is how persons confirm or deny beliefs with respect to his own view of reality in the world. It reflects what is important to the person. Languaging. It is how persons symbolize and express their imagined reality and their value characteristics. Their behavior communicates their inner thoughts and their perception of their reality through either speaking it out or remaining silent. Co-creating. It is the person's creation of patterns in daily life activities that describe the person's personal meanings and values. Revealing and concealing. It is the way individuals disclose and keep hidden the persons they are becoming. This is done simultaneously and is evident in the popular notion that we have more to tell and more to know about ourselves. This is evident in instances where we are able to say something that we never thought we could say or do something we never thought we could. Enabling and limiting. These are the freedoms and opportunities that become observable in the event of restrictions and obstacles of everyday living. Example. Imagine a family whose house was razed by fire. They will think that the fire has virtually taken everything from them, yet they are thankful that no one got hurt in the fire. Connecting. Separating is the way a person creates patterns of connecting and separating with people. These patterns show the person's value priorities. This is exemplified by the behavior of people to separate from a group of people and join another group. Co-transcending describes persons as always engaging with and choosing from an infinite number of possibilities about how to be a person, what attitude or approach to have, who to relate with, and what interest or concerns to be bothered with. Powering reflects struggles and life and the will to go on despite hardship and threat. It is the capacity to act and live with purpose among possibilities for affirming and holding what is cherished and at the same time living with loss and the risk of death and rejection. Originating describes people's tendency to be someone else while maintaining their own uniqueness. It is becoming like someone else but wanting to be different. Transforming reflects the purposive, deliberate change and the shifting views of persons about their lives, allows people to change and move in the direction of their cherished hopes and dreams. Rosemary Rizzo Parr's Theory of Human Becoming, Application to Nursing. Nursing Practice, Administration and Leadership. It is a transformative approach to all levels of nursing. It differs from the traditional nursing process, particularly in that it does not seek to fix problems. It has the ability to see patient's perspective, allows nurse to be with patient and guide them toward desired health outcomes. The nurse-person relationship co-creates changing health patterns. Nursing research. It enhances understanding of human lived experience, health, quality of life, and quality of nursing practice. It expands the theory of human becoming. It builds new nursing knowledge about universal lived experiences which may ultimately contribute to health and quality of life.
To sum up, the theory allows nurses to create a stronger nurse-patient relationship because the nurse is not focused on fixing problems, but is viewing the patient as a whole person living experiences through his or her environment. Furthermore, the human becoming theory of nursing is a model that focuses on the quality of life of the patient and sees the patient not as different aspect of a whole but as a person itself. It is different than many other nursing theories that present an alternative to both the conventional biomedical approach and the biopsychosocial, spiritual, but still normative approach of most of other theories of nursing. It is to allow nurses to do what so many of them go into the nursing field to help people.